what's up? Antonio Serrano here, and today I have a magical character, yes, for you. In this video we're going to talk about Buster Balloon, my mentor in balloon sculpting. I think that Buster Balloon, together with a Nifty Balloon, Nifty Balloons could be like the top for me about balloon sculpting and creating, because it is not only having the ability, the skills to do incredible balloon designs, but also to create them. I have a lot of downloads from Buster Balloon. I love his wacky racer, which is like a very big size car that kids can go inside to drive those cars made entirely of balloons. And it is great. It's a great guy. And in this video we are going to be talking about some tips, some ideas that we can extract from Buster Balloon that we can use in our magic shows. So without further ado, let's take a look at the first one. Okay, I know that I always talk about this, I always have some kind of comment or idea related with this, but Buster Balloon, guys, is a polished character. Buster Balloon is 100% an entire character. The way he dresses, the way he talks, every balloon figure that he does, every routine, it doesn't matter. I have seen videos on YouTube from him performing in Asia. I don't know if it was in Japan or something like that, and he didn't speak. He was just like a mime, doing gestures and things like that. And even that way, he has a character. He's like this big person with this vintage clothing, but it's like really shy, and he's like hi, and you can tell from the greetings even when he walks on stage. And this is something that Mark James talks a lot, like a lot of magicians, a lot of performers go outside and they go, "Hi, ladies and gentlemen," because that's the expression that is used to introduce a show since, I don't know, since humankind began. But if you have a way to say hello that is unique to you, that's great. And for example, Mark James says, "I say hi, friends. Hi, friends." Or "Hey friends," something like that, because that's the way that I establish my character, right? And what Buster Balloon does is he goes out, he starts looking people like that, and he goes, "Hi." And that simple word, that simple "hi," it's telling you everything that you have to know from this guy. So it's outstanding. Having a polished character, it's great because we have talked about this before. Automatically it gives you a show. When you have a character, when you have a polished character, and you are like, okay, this is the clothes that he's going to wear, this is how he would go about with the kids, this is the way he would talk to a guy, this is the way he would talk to a woman, this is his favorite movie, this is his favorite, and you can have decisions, you can make decisions about your character that are not going to be part of the show, right? And I'm going to talk about this in a future video, talking about another magical character, but you must have like a complete character, and then you show during the show the parts of that character that are interesting and that are important for the show. But to have a very polished and complete character, you must have some information about that character that maybe the audience never gets a chance to see or to have a glimpse of it. Okay, so Buster Balloon, great character, completely whole character. And everything he does, everything he says, it's always to the service, is always subordinate to that character that he is. Yeah. Okay, this next one is great, and I can totally relate with this tip that I learned a long time ago from Buster Balloon. Make your talents, make the things that you know how to do well, your show, right? It's not a matter of I want to be a magician, I want to be a juggler, I want to be a singer. It's like, what can I do? What is it that I am good at? And now that I have what I am good at, now I'm going to make a show out of this, right? And Buster Balloon is like, I am good at making balloon sculptures, right? And he could perfectly make a living simply doing line work. Line work, for you that are not related with balloon figures and all that stuff, line work is basically having a line of people and you make normally a simple balloon figure, usually to everyone, and once you run out of the line, you are free to go. You can do that for tips or paying a price for the balloon sculpture, or you can do that to and get booked in an event or something like that, and you have like a price established for that line work in the matter of like an hour or 2 hours or something like that. But he was like, no, I want to make a show, I want to be a performer, but I'm going to be a performer doing what I do best, and it is doing balloons. And that is something that I quite relate. I had a lot of chances to perform stand-up comedy, and I was like, okay, I want to perform stand-up comedy, but I want to mix a little bit of magic with the stand-up comedy. Some places were okay, like, okay, you can do an hour show of stand-up comedy with some tricks, that's great. And other venues were like, no, we only want the comedy, no magic please. And I was like, okay, I'm not performing there, as simple as that. And I don't care about the money, I don't care about the exposure, because I don't want people to see me perform a stand-up show and go like, okay, I want to hire you as a stand-up performer, because I want to do stand-up comedy and magic together. I don't care about the percentage, I don't care if it is 50-50 or 90-10, comedy or magic, but I want to do them both, right? So this is something that I learned from Buster Balloon, is like, I am good at this, maybe I can do other things, maybe I am also good at other things, but the main thing that I know how to do, my trade 100%, is this. And this is what I'm going to do, okay? I can have some limits to an extent, but this is what I'm going to do. These are my talents, and I turn my talents into this show. What a great piece of advice that we can learn from this genius, Buster Balloon, yeah. Okay guys, the next thing that we can learn from Buster Balloon is quite interesting, and it is explore everything that you do in every possible direction. If you think about performing a show, doing a show that is only doing balloon figures, you are going to be like, how do I make a show out of that? How do I put together a show that is simply creating balloon figures? It makes no sense. How am I going to do that? What Buster Balloon does is saying like, okay, these are the figures that I want to do in the show, these are the things that I want to show. How can I do these figures in different ways? How can I approach this in a different way? And in Buster Balloon show you have, for example, him making 2 balloon dogs at the same time, one-handed. Like one balloon here, and he goes boom, boom, and he makes 2 balloon dogs at the same time. That's him looking everything that he knows how to do in every possible direction. Like, okay, I'm going to do a balloon dog, and I'm going to make it one-handed. Okay, can I do it with my left hand, with my right hand? Now 2 balloon dogs at the same time. He could perfectly have done like a simple balloon dog, but he takes that thing that he knows how to do and sees from a different angle, from a different perspective. He also does a figure with a couple of balloons inside of a bag, and he puts the hand inside the bag. He's using some kind of magic secret there, and he does basically a one-handed balloon figure without looking, with the hand inside a hat or something like that. He also has a great routine making a very big monkey balloon wearing a blindfold. And that's great. It's like, okay, I can make this monkey, but I'm going to do it blindfold. And he has like this running gag of going, monkey! And he shows the process, like, monkey, and all of the kids are like, no! Because it is not ready. Like, monkey, no! And when he says monkey, and the monkey is ready, everyone goes, wow! It is great, right? It's a great, great, great routine. And also he does, for example, a suit jacket escape. A suit jacket escape, but he ends up producing a balloon figure from the straight jacket, which is bonkers. It's 100% bonkers. So take everything that you do and try to approach it in different ways and say, okay, this is something that I do, this is something that I do. This could happen for us with card tricks. Some magicians are like, okay, I want to perform only card tricks, but I don't want everything to feel the same. So I am going to approach it in as many different ways as I can. Exactly the same thing that Buster Balloon did with his balloon sculptures. It's great. Okay, let's take a look at the last piece of advice. Okay guys, this is the last piece of advice or idea that we can extract from this master, as it is Buster Balloon. This idea could be applied to almost every magical character that I'm going to be talking about, but I think that this guy deserves this piece the most, and it is have fun. Have fun when you perform. You can see that the character that Buster Balloon has is a very complete, very, very whole character, but you can see him through that character, and you can see that he is having a blast. I have seen him perform magic tricks with balloons, simply do line work. I have seen him telling tales, like telling stories with his balloon sculptures, which are great. I remember a story of 3 little fishes with 3 kids that were like fishes in the wrists with some kind of band, and a kid that had like a very big shark on top of him, and it is great. It's a great story, and even the set is made like seaweed and things like that. It's made of balloons, and you can see that he's having a blast. You can see that he's having a great time telling these stories, making kids laugh. He's having the best time of his life. He's doing what he really wants to do, and has an extremely good time. I can think of any other words to convey this idea, but it is extremely important. A lot of the times we say like, okay, you must have a good time when you perform, you must feel happy, you must feel comfortable, but it is quite important. If you are feeling uncomfortable on stage, if you are not relaxed, if you are not having a good time, if you are not feeling like, okay, I am running this place, I know what I have to do, and you are going to have a great time because I am already having a good time. If you don't have that kind of mental mindset when you are performing, it's quite difficult to get a response from the audience. This is something that even Paul Daniel says. Paul Daniel says, even your table must be relaxed. Even your table should be completely stable. If your table wobbles, if your table goes boom, 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 or wobbles a little bit, that makes people uncomfortable. That makes people like, I am not having a good time. So everything must be relaxed, calm. I'm sure this is going to be great. I am already so happy to see you. And very few magical characters have that ability to the extent, to the level that this guy has, Buster Balloon. Okay guys, so I hope that you really found this information useful. Please subscribe, comment below, and as always, I will see you in a near future. Bye there!